Hello, welcome. I'm Finlo Costain and I'm here to share some exciting news with you. Today, First Milk has announced the acquisition of BV Dairy, a successful manufacturer of chilled dairy products based in Dorset. And in this short film, I'm going to speak to key people from both businesses to try and find out more about this transaction. And to start us off, I'm pleased to welcome Sheila Hancock, the Chief Executive of First Milk. Sheila, tell me a bit about First Milk and BV Dairy and why this deal is taking place.
First Milk has made solid progress over the years. We have strengthened the business, created value and indeed improved our returns to members. However, there's always more that we can do. How can we look to be bigger, bolder, better? And we have looked at opportunities over the years, but generally we've discounted them, whether it was to do with affordability or indeed the value that they returned. But whenever this opportunity came along, it just seemed to tick all the right boxes. BV Dairy is a really nice business. It's well established, been around a long time and has got a great reputation for service and quality. It's similar, but it's also different. It's similar in the sense that it's a dairy business, processing and manufacturing dairy products, and indeed dealing with customers on a B2B basis. But it's also very different. It manufactures a whole range of fresh dairy products and services a whole range of different customers to we currently do, whether it's in the food service sector and the food manufacturing sector as well.
This is quite a departure from your existing core business. What's the rationale behind the decision?
So we've significantly grown as a business over time and strengthened our long-term relationships with our customers. And we're going to continue to do that. We're going to continue to invest in our business and develop those relationships further. However, we've also been ambitious to be able to broaden the business. And this gives us an opportunity to do exactly that.
Whenever businesses come together like this, there's inevitable concern about change. Is this something that people should be worrying about?
BV is a great strategic and cultural fit. And in fact, we share many of the common values, whether it's to do with people in the community, the environment, or manufacturing great quality products. The intention is to operate the business as a separate business unit within the wider First Milk business. The current management will continue, and that's really to ensure continuity and a smooth transition.
Now, I'm sure that your members will be interested in cost and how you've been able to fund the deal. Can you tell us a bit about that?
As you would expect in many of these acquisitions, and particularly whenever you're dealing with a family-owned business, the actual figure is going to remain confidential and we won't be disclosing it. However, what I would say is that our board and member council are fully supportive of the deal, and indeed in terms of the funding of it, we will be utilising our existing asset-based lending facility that we have in place with Wells Fargo and HSBC.
Sheila Hancock from First Milk. Next, I'm going to talk to Jim Hynam, the Managing Director of BV Dairy and third generation of the family that started the business back in 1958. Now, Jim, can you tell me a bit more about BV Dairy?
Sure. BV Dairy, in a nutshell, we're a manufacturer of specialist chilled dairy products. So we buy milk from 28 local dairy farms, all within a 30-mile radius of Shaftesbury, and we convert that milk into a range of products: clotted cream, mascarpone, yoghurt, buttermilk, kefir and soft cheeses. And we sell those products to all the major food manufacturers in the UK, many food service customers, and we produce branded products in consumer packs for our branded customers to sell to the major retailers.
Sounds like a great business. Why the decision to sell and why now?
Well, I'm the only member of the founding family still employed in the business, and that's been the case for many years. I've got 3 kids. I say kids, they're actually young adults and they're all going off in different directions. So there's no direct succession. So we took a decision to sell the business because of the succession and because some of the other directors were at the point of retirement as well. We engaged in a competitive process. First Milk's proposal overall gave the best balance of value and a safe pair of hands. And we're confident that First Milk will take good care of our customers, our people, our suppliers and our direct milk supplying farmers.
So lots of change at BV Dairy?
Well, I'm staying on to make sure there's a smooth transition between BV Dairy and First Milk. And ultimately it will be the same skilled people using the same high quality raw materials to manufacture the same range of specialist chilled dairy products for the same customers throughout the UK.
That was Jim Hynam. Now, First Milk is a farmer-owned cooperative, and so I'm keen to hear from one of their farmers to see what they think about this development. So let's go to Mike Smith, a dairy farmer from Pembrokeshire who's a member of First Milk and sits on the board as a farmer director and vice chairman. Mike, as a farmer, what do you make of this deal?
It's a very exciting time, really. Over the last couple of years, we've concentrated very much on our core business, building efficiency, building extra capacity, and building relationships with some key customers. It's always been about building further value for our farmers. So we've looked at numerous opportunities over the last number of years, and it's very difficult. They're either too small to have an impact or too big for us to afford. So this opportunity comes in a right in the sweet spot in terms of being big enough to have an impact on our milk prices, and there's potential to grow that business further. It ties in very nicely with the sort of regenerative farming practices that we have at the moment. There is a milk supply field that goes with this dairy that would all be grazing cows. You should meet the same sort of criteria that our members are working to. So it's been a really interesting discussion over the last couple of months, and like I say, at board and council, it's had full approval. And we're looking forward to seeing and growing the business further in the future.
That was Mike Smith. Now, of course, BV Dairy already has its own farmer suppliers, so now I'm going to speak to Mark Brooking, the Chief Impact Officer and Membership Director at First Milk. Mark, tell us about the BV Dairy farmers and what happens next for them.
Okay, Finlay, thank you, yes. What I would say is, firstly, is actually like, you know, they're secure. Their milk contracts are secure, everything stays exactly the same. And really is actually like, it's a great milk pool. It's actually 28 farmers within 30 miles of the factory. In fact, when we're looking at it, they're just like First Milk members. They're family farms that graze, which is like, you know, so there's a lot of similarities there. What we're going to do is actually is like, you know, we're going to be working with these producers for the years to come. They're all going to be offered membership. It's not an obligation, it's an offer there if they choose to join us. And we look forward to working with them in the future.
That was Mark Brooking bringing us to the end of this short programme. Clearly, this is an exciting development for everyone involved, but no doubt you'll have further questions. So I want to reassure you that there will be plenty of opportunities to find out more and to have your questions answered in the days ahead. That's all for now. I've been Finlay Costain. Thanks for watching.